All right, y'all. So this is going to be a how-to video. I mean, since we're, all in agreement that we're in maybe some sort of lockdown, let's just say, it appears to be a need to be a little more self-sustainable right now. And depending on where you live, there's advantages. Like, for example, if you live here in the tropics, then obviously all of the elements on this island are available to me, and all of the elements seem to represent the maximum potential, all the way from the top of the mountain containing snow all the way to the ocean, which is just right down the road here. The one thing that this time of year represents is a certain way that the sun puts off energy. And as I talked about in my live yesterday, is, it seems to be that pretty much everything worships the sun. And I don't necessarily mean like worship to the point to that the sun is God. I'm just saying that we draw energy, we give the sun power, we give the sun some sort of power. And everything from plants to water to bees to humans, we utilize the sun's energy. So I'm making a solar oven. You can cook anything in here, especially some of the really good ones that you can find on Amazon. This one in particular, I'm making medicine with. There's a chemical on the inside of honeycomb, on the seal, on the seal just before the bees put the seal on the nectar and the honey to put it away, to lock it away, to seal the comb. They put this chemical on there. And I want you to do your own research. Look it up and find it. That chemical is magic. It's why there's candles made of beeswax in churches. It's why we pray with them, because it's magic, okay? Now, when I say magic, I don't necessarily mean like the hocus pocus kind. I just mean you have infinite wonder and potential right here. Your creation is constant and inevitable, okay? So do your own research, because I just don't want to talk out of the side of my neck at you and think that this is the end all be all. And I have special comb. I use the sun's energy instead of using fire, right? Not that that's wrong, okay? If you're making candles with fire, please go right ahead. It separates faster, easier, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to do it two different ways right here, because I have two different special combs. Now, this is all super dark, and I want to isolate it because it really seems special. I harvested the honey, and I'll show you at the end of this video what the honey looks like. It's black. And so yeah, I want to isolate it and melt all of this wax. And it's good for everything from respiratory infection to just a bunch of things. It's topical as well. You can cook with it. This melter's honey that comes from this, and then the wax that is left over, right? You burn this in your room at night before you go to bed. Sit in front of the flame, meditate watching the flame, and your room will fill with this candle's energy, and while you are sleeping, heal your lungs, heal your bronchial tubes. It charges the environment, if you will. It charges the air and attracts certain microbes. I also do this in liquid form, collecting different bacterias so that I can be as healthy as possible just by using the bacteria that is available to me. Not any medicines as far as like prescriptions that you would get at a doctor's office or anything like that. I mean, since the beginning of time, people have been making their own medicine. I mean, we've made it through everything from the Black Plague to anything that you could think of. So this in particular is some magic that I really give credence to. And as a beekeeper, somebody that works with bees, I can't really tell you or explain to you how important this is. It's one of the most important medicines that you can get your hands on. And this is a wax sun melter, or I mean, it's just a sun melter, period. But I'm going to show you a different way if you don't have one of those. Gotta get the bees out of there. Come on, baby. But yeah, then zip that up as quick as you can. You probably won't have as many bees around you as I do, but yeah, you just lock it up. And now, anything, any infection, any virus, any cold, any flu, whatever there is a natural remedy for it. I promise you. There has to be, okay? It's plain and simple. So don't work yourself up into a frenzy thinking that if you get something, you can't get rid of it. That's not true. It's not possible. If there is anything available, whether it's what you perceive good or bad, there is an equal and opposite reaction to it. If there is a positive, there is a negative. If there is a light, there is a shadow or a darkness, okay? Nothing is really actually good or bad. That is only the spin that you put on it. So if there is a potentially dangerous microbe, then there is a potential answer for that microbe, a good microbe, one that is going to cancel that one out. Bees are hyper intelligent, okay? Colloidal silver, colloidal gold, both bees and these kind of things are anti and pro-microbial simultaneously. Antifungal and profungal simultaneously. That's what you want to get in your system, okay? You want things that are intelligent on their own. So we got the sun melter going. Now, here's the lighter comb. That's going to make the more typical wax, the yellow, bright yellow wax that you're used to seeing. And you don't need a sun melter. You just need a mirror and... Shit, dropped a little bit. Trying to rush, I guess. I just talk more. Yeah, you just need a mirror. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to separate, and there's going to be a honey that's in there. I personally do not like to strain it, okay? But I understand that people are, afraid of different particles or whatever. But I want to tell you something about the bee's body. It's made of a chemical called chitin. Chitin is found in your hair, your teeth, and your nails. It's proof that you are magic, okay? Now, if you think that you can feel somebody's energy, you were right, okay? Maybe it's not you that's doing the feeling, but it's possible, okay? And that's through your chitin. It's a magical chemical. The bee's body, exoskeleton, is made of this magic chemical. It's your ability to work with the electromagnetic field, the frequency, if you will. The same thing that everybody's talking about, the radio waves, all that stuff, okay? That's how we're all operating. So there's, naturally, sometimes bees get in this. I saw one bee in here. Well, that's just more chitin, okay? Sometimes the bees die. But we're all being absorbed. We're all absorbing one another. We're all absorbing the energy of each other. And that's just how I look at it. You don't have to agree with me. I always want to remind everyone. I don't care whether you agree with me or not. I'm here offering you what works for me. That's it. I wanted to teach you a potential way to get some magic. Meditate at night. with your candles burning, okay? Even if you don't want to do that, there's other ways to get this into your body. You get the melter's honey. A little bit goes a long way, okay? You're gonna get this, when this separates, you're gonna get the honey and the wax completely separate. It's obvious. And then you just crack it, pour it out, there's your melter honey. Cook with it. Do whatever you can to get it into your body, and a little goes a long way. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So here's a couple of mirrors that I have, and I want to isolate, so I'm going to put the, obviously in the direction. I love that giggle. So that giggle reminds me of what we're all responsible for, right? We're all responsible to continue to preserve that laughter. So get you a couple of extra mirrors, whatever you need to channel the sun's energy. There we go. All right, now that should bring a lot of focus. Now I'll just show you in a couple of hours what this is all gonna look like. I'm gonna go help a friend with his bees, and then when I come back I will show you the result. And I'll only be gone a few hours, maybe 3 hours tops. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the beginning, and then part 2 will be the end.